Hello. I think, is the music good? Is my volume good? Hello, World Hoppers. Welcome to Cosmere Horizons, your one-stop shop for everything Cosmere. And welcome to trivia. I hope everything's good. I'm trying to get the chat pulled up. I know it's funny because last time we did things a little bit later and I wanted to try a different time just to see, would more people be able to go to it? Would less people be able to go to it? And with my time schedule, this was just like been the most chaotic last hour of my life. But anyway, hi everyone, how are we doing in the chat? I love the conversations that are going about She-Hulk, Loki, and Moon Knight, and just like all of the MCU TV shows as a whole. I think that's really funny. Yeah, well, hello. Welcome, thank you for stopping by. Audio, you are pretty darn quiet. See, I can fix that. Audio capture, mic. Oh, does that? I was muted. So that might have affected things. Did that help fix things? Is that the music? I can't tell. I think I don't have headphones to hear myself. Audio's better. Okay, cool. I think I had wrong things. Little echoey. We're gonna live, laugh, and love. There we go. Let's try this. Is this better, worse, or echoey? These are the two options we got. Yeah, I do have two inputs, but I don't know which one's the right one. Sorry, again. Let's see. Worse, okay. Cool, then we'll hop right back over to this one. Okay, better getting, oh Lord. Okay, I'm getting mixed thoughts in the chat, so we're just gonna go with this one. Oh Lord, literally every other person saying better or worse. Okay. Thanks, Mom. I love that my mom hops onto this live stream. Okay. I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna leave it as it is, and we're gonna see where we go from that. Anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to Cosmere Trivia Part 2. We're running it back. I got better questions for you. I'm really excited for this batch of questions. Also, why is this light off? Dear Lord. This is what I mean. It's been a really chaotic little while. But this input's better for sure. Okay. Yeah, it's been really chaotic, but I'm really excited for the questions we got going, set up for today. It's like I did a little format where the questions are going to get progressively harder, just so that it'll be a little more interactive that way and a little more like competitive opposed to just being a consistent level. Hi, Cosmere Horizons, Mom. So yeah, hi. My mom being in the chat is the funniest thing for these. Like, honestly, yeah. Hi, Mom. Get some love in the chat for my mom. I love it. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll get things started off here. I'm gonna give about 5-ish minutes to get things like get everyone in the chat. Honestly, I'm gonna pull up the link to join in about 5 minutes, then we'll get started at 1:40 my time, whatever your time zone is. Let's get the Kahoot loading up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so we'll get things started in about 5 to 10 minutes here. Yeah, how we feeling? So I recently finished Tress of the Emerald Sea, and I absolutely loved it. I see a lot of people go back and forth between Tress and Yumi online, and I think I still prefer Yumi. It's really interesting though to see the setup of Tress. I think I like Hoyd's narrative better and like his voice in Tress. No, I hadn't finished Tress. That was the one thing I needed to get done before, like, I started Cosmere Horizons and I'm like, I'm fine. I've read everything but Tress. And then I was like, oh, I need to read Tress. Yumi Club. Yeah, did zero preparation. Hey, it's all good. Maybe we'll sweep it all. I haven't read a book, but I watch all of you. Thanks, Mom. She hasn't read Tress or Yumi, but she's #1 fan right there. Yeah, Team Yumi, thank you. Represent Yumi. Okay, Yumi, I read at a time that I was feeling so like creatively burnt out, and it really put some life in me. I don't know what it was. It's just like the way Painter reflects on how he used to make art for himself, and then he made art for people, and then he goes back to just making art for himself, and it's just so, I don't want to say boring, but it's just not the same like that. Oh, that resonated with me. And then Yumi's like, oh, and it's just, I love Yumi. I could go on for hours about Yumi. Yeah. Tress is good. Tress is cute. Don't read White Sand. Wait for the novel. Okay, that's true. I actually, deep confession, I haven't read the White Sand either, but I just kind of want to wait for the novel at this point. I know he started working on it. Favorite Cosmere book altogether? Wind and Truth. No, I'm kidding. Well, I do like Wind and Truth. That's top 5. But I'm going to say Oathbringer. And I'm going to do a ranking video soon about where I put everything. Top 5 would be Oathbringer, Words of Radiance, Yumi. Those are my top 3. I'll leave it at that. I'll save it for the video because I need to think about it a little more. But my top 3 are Oathbringer, Words of Radiance, Yumi. Rhythm of War. I need to do a Rhythm of War reread. Like I have certain books. Like when I do rereads, I'm just gonna kind of bounce around. Like I really want to reread Well of Ascension. One of my close friends, he's reading through it right now, and he's just like everything he's thinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I need all of that. Words of Radiance. Whoa, Mo, you have Words of Radiance, Yumi, and then Warbreaker. That's a crazy top 3. That's a crazy top 3, but I love it. I think Alloy of Law is underrated. See, here's the thing. I'd love to be like, I agree Alloy of Law is underrated, and I do think that. But I did just come up with a ranking video where I said it was the 2nd worst Mistborn book. But I just think it's fun. I think it's like Taco Bell. You know, I love Taco Bell. Don't get me wrong. But also, I don't want to like sit down and just have like only Taco Bell. I don't know. So I think Alloy of Law is my Taco Bell of the Cosmere. Like I sit down, I eat it. Like I don't get a lot of nutritional value, but I still feel good. Era 2 fans, yes, I agree. Cult of Thaddeus. That's actually such a good YouTube name. About shout out to the fellow Era 2 fans. I think Era 2, I like the characters more of Era 2, and I'm not afraid to say it. I think Steris, Wayne, Wax, Marcy, I mean, Thaddeus. I don't count Thaddeus as an Era 2 character. Anyway, I don't want to get into spoilers. Yeah. Okay, I got a question for you all before we get started. Last question. I bring up my girlfriend on the channel a lot, Jace. She's actually off to the side right now. Hi, Jace. She's just watching me laughing. She hasn't read any of the Cosmere. What should she read first? Mo says hi.
Hi, Mo.
Yeah, it's because my thinking. Okay, Final Empire, Tress, Final Empire. Okay, those were the. Oh yeah. She okay. For like context of what like her book mentality is like Twilight's peak. Like on that. Would you agree with that? Yeah. So, what do we think would get her into the Cosmere if she really likes romance and fantasy romance? I'm leaning Yumi. I'm leaning Yumi, Final Empire, or Tress. Those are like my top 3. Warbreaker, honestly, good pick. Warbreaker, yeah. I've seen a lot of Warbreaker actually. Yumi or Warbreaker? Yumi. If she likes Twilight, Yumi for sure. I know. I was reading Yumi. As I was reading Yumi, I'd be like, Jace, you need to read this book. You need to read this book. Okay. Yumi then Warbreaker. I kind of like that. Yeah. Okay. The consensus is Yumi and Warbreaker. So we'll when you get the time, I'll give you a book. I love that. Okay. I'm gonna pull up the Kahoot, so that we can get you all in the lobby and such. Let's close. Let's leave that. Okay. I believe. Okay. I'm gonna try not to mess everything up when I switch to showing the screen. The mic audio might have changed, and I'm sorry if it did. Let me know if it got worse, or let me know if it just stayed the same. I really don't know what's happening. But we're living, laughing, loving. Time to put the everyone enter as Shalon. Everyone enter as Doug. everyone put your name as Doug. Echo turned up. We'll fix that. I'm gonna be. Audio's bonkers. Oh, audio is bonkers. Okay. I think I just fixed things right now. Let's see if yep, okay. Sorry, double echo. My bad. I think I fixed it. Audio good. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna sit down at some point and just really lock in on how to actually do this whole streaming thing. Hey, we got Cultist Toby back in the chat. Love to see it. I'm gonna move myself up a little bit. Sorry if that blocks the QR code, but live, laugh, love. Cool. Oh my gosh, people are. Oh, hello. I kind of cropped myself a little bit. Oh, look at that. I'm figuring out how to do so much right now. Ho ho ho! Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that. Okay, how do you join? So there's a website, www.kahoot.it, and then you're just gonna type in that pin, and then you can put in your name and everything. Beautiful. We're just gonna keep going. We got 47 people on the stream right now. So yeah, just go to the website. Put Moesh. I'm gonna kick you out. I'm kicking you out. Should I kick out Moesh? Give me a yes or a no. I'm like really tempted for the joke. Hey, Vera, what's up? Did I miss Brandon drop in? Brandon has not dropped in yet. Granted, he could be one of these people. No, I doubt that Brandon will be back, but that was absolutely insane. For those of you who were there last time, that was bonkers. Are you in? Here, I'll scroll through the names, and you can look to see. Yeah, I'm gonna just scroll through. See if you stick. I love that. Here we go. MacMade, thanks for the shout out in your last vid. Thanks for giving a great theory for the last vid. That was absolutely insane and bonkers, and I loved it. On my way, okay, we all have to wait for Jason. Jasonian is in the chat. Love to see it. Vera's in the chat. Mo's in the chat. Oh my gosh, we got our creator representation at Cosmere Horizon. So great to see you all. Thank you for all the collabs that has been going on over the past like month or two. Y'all are the best. I literally have no other way to appreciate my gratitude other than shouting you out because you're the best. Yep. Jason's playing. I'm screwed. Jason, you have to win. Like, it's kind of, I don't want to like, decredit you or anything, but a worthy foe. Love to see it. Love to see. Jason's a genius. Yeah. Yeah, it's so weird switching tabs on a single device. I know I'm looking for ways to do it where you're able to play just from the stream, so you don't have to have either a laptop out and a phone or something like that, or multiple devices. How hard is the yeah? But anyway, I'm looking for ways to work around that, but we'll see where we're at. How hard is it? So how the trivia is going to work is it'll escalate. So the first like 10 questions are pretty easy. Unless I forgot to switch the order around, which I don't think I did. There might be one really easy question at the end. Not the last one, but anyway. It's supposed to get escalating as it goes on. So you will definitely be able to get questions early on, especially if you just read the books. Like it's not going to be who's the main character of Stormlight, but it's going to be kind of similar. It's going to be like, the first couple questions are going to be like, what magic system is on Roshar? Where are the Knights Radiance from? Stuff like that. So it'll escalate, that's for sure. All right. I'm gonna kick us off and get things started. Jason, this is your 1 minute warning, Jason. I'm gonna get things started off in the next minute here. And get things started with the trivia. I'm glad to see we got more people than last time. I was worried about because the time thing, I didn't know how that was going to work out. And at the end of the day, people aren't going to be able to make it regardless. I understand that because of time zones. But I'm glad. I was worried we were going to have like no one on the stream, but I'm glad we got 46 people logged into the trivia, 53 people on the stream. I'm excited to show you guys some trivia. We'll go for probably we'll be done around 2:30, 2:40-ish. It should go less than an hour. Yeah, and I would say there will be a prize for first place, but you'll have my gratitude. That'll be your prize, and you'll get a shout out. I'm really excited. Edge Dancing Through Life. I love your name so much. Sorry, every time I read Edge Dancing Through Life, I start humming in my head to myself. I'm like, dun 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 dun. Wicked was so good. Is Jedi here? No, Jedi, the winner from last time, was not able to make it this time. Unfortunately, he left a little message in the chat really early on, and was not able to make it. And so, unfortunately, there's not someone to dethrone this time. It is the top seat is up for grabs. Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna get things started. You are able to join late, by the way. Here we go. Let's kick things off. Boop. Oh, there we go. Cosmere trivia. All right, to start things off, what magic system is from Cell? Surge Binding, Allomancy, Blood Sealing, or Sand Mastery? I don't want to hear anyone being like, well, you can Surge Bind on Cell. That's not the question. Which one is from Cell? Yeah. I kind of... I'll talk about what I think the answer is when is it work. One thing that I think is really that I like doing about, so last time we did quizzes or something like that. It was called something like that. And one thing I like about Kahoot better is like people rewatching the video can see like the questions a lot easier. That's correct. The answer was Blood Sealing. Time to answer is relevant for those asking in the chat. The quicker you get, the more points you'll get, and I'll show the leaderboard in a second. But yeah, Surge Bindings from Roshar, Stormlight Archive, Allomancies from Mistborn, Scadrial, Sand Masteries from Taldane, and Blood Sealing is from Cell, the planet of Elantris. It's actually from the Emperor's Soul, though. I felt like if I put Aeon Door, that would have been a little too obvious. Next. Here's our top 5 on the board. Love to see Doug in the board. I should have kicked Moash out, guys. I'm this close. Jason, love to see you in the top 3. And Cultist Toby, I remember you did really well last time. So Cultist Toby is for your, this is your comeback story. I believe in you. Let's go with the next question. What is the 5th Mistborn book? Shadows for Silence, Hero of Ages, Bands of Mourning, Shadows of Self. Yes, I understand what I did was mean. I want to see how many people I can get with you know if you know. I think Mistborn's one of those series just because sorry, XY. Mistborn's just one of those series that I absolutely love that it's a different theme each time. Like, I love that Era 2's more Western-y and detective-y, and I love that there's different genres in Scadrial. Like, Brandon knew what he was doing, obviously, but it's awesome to see, like, the different eras of it and how, like, Era 1's very medieval, Era 2 is, like, Western. I really like the switch-up of themes there. Shadows of Self is top 3 Sanderlanche. The Shadows of Self Sanderlanche is, I don't want to say insane, but the ending, the last page 2, you're just like, oh, are you excited for Era 3? I am pumped for Era 3. I'm more excited for Arc 2 of Stormlight, but I'm really excited for Era 3 and just to see like what happens with Thadakar. I'm trying to stay out of spoilers, but and all that. More people to Bands in Silence. I know, I'm really surprised. I thought I was gonna get more people to Shadows for Silence. But yeah, anyway, up 13th places. Doug's is the highest climber. I love that we got Doug's in the chat. Cultist Toby. No, Jason, what happened? Jason. It's all good. I forgive you. All right, next, I fell off question 2. So good. Next question up we got, how many years between Era 1 and Era 2 of Mistborn? 200 years, about 300 years, a few decades, or 80 years? For those of you joining in late, by the way, it says at the very bottom, kahoot.it, that's the website you go to, and there's a game pin that you can join late. And you can still come back and win. Like, you can just join in whenever you want, so absolutely go for it. Yeah. Can you imagine if it was like the answers were 299, 300, 301? Yeah, it's not exact. That's funny though. Correct. That is 300 years. 200 years was just one I threw in there. A few decades, one I threw in there. And 80 years is the time from Era 2 to Era 3, approximately. We don't really know yet because those books aren't out yet. He's still outlining it. But I'm so pumped for Era 3. It's pedantic, I'm sure. Yeah, cool. I will say, while timing affects your ranking, getting the question right and wrong also affects your ranking. So take that with a grain of salt. All right, next up we got, here's the scoreboard. Light Song. Oh, I love Light Song. I'll discuss that in the next question. But I absolutely adore Light Song. Cultist Toby, keeping it on top. Love to see it. Next question. What would be the name of the Warbreaker sequel? So Brandon Sanderson has been talking about doing a Warbreaker sequel for a while, and he has announced that name for it and what it'd be called multiple times. Warbreaker 2, Colorful Boogaloo. I think that's it, guys. If anyone chooses that, shout out to you. I really like Light Song. Now that I just see Light Song in the top 5. He's actually one of my favorite Cosmere characters, but I'm saving that for a video. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. He's in my top 5. He's in my top 7. I guarantee he's in my top 7. Probably my top 5. Light Song's so good. Just who he is, and by the end, and he's like, I am a god. And then it's so good. Absolutely amazing. Dang, everyone almost got that. Hey, shout out to the one person who said Warbreaker 2, Colorful Boogaloo. Shout out to you. I don't know who you are, but you really did it. You actually, I should have let that one get points. I really should have, at least half points. Here's our, so see how it came. Oh, Barry, you made it to the top 5. Love to see it. Doug and number 2. The Doug's bit is my favorite thing from, chess. It's absolutely so funny. Do you think that Vin and Elend could be made into Spren the same as Redacted in Wind and Truth? No, I don't think so. Well, I see what you're saying. And I'd be really mad if that happened. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be interesting just because Vin and Elend have been gone since Era 1 of Mistborn, and it feels weird to I don't know. Mechanically, yes, but thematically, no. That's someone said mechanically, yes, in the chat. Nikolai did, and I agree. Mechanically, possibly, but I hope it doesn't. Anyway, nice job, Rincewind 007 for hitting a answer streak of 4. All right, next question. Who is the Words of Radiance prologue? Is it Zeth, Eshonai, Yasna, or Navani? I really wanted to get people with the order, like the order I put this in. This is what I mean. The questions in the beginning will be a little bit easier. Last time I remember, I feel like I started out of the gate with some pretty tough ones, and I was like, that's a little mean. Yes, no. I tried to describe. So, Jason and I were talking last night about different characters in the Stormlight Archive, and I was like, how many characters do you want to see how many you can name right now? Or she has not read the books, to be clear. It's just for me talking about it. Start with the 3 guys you do know, or at least the Hoyd. Yep, that's a big one. Dalinar, that's a big one. Adolin, sure. Some people pronounce that way. Yeah.
I said Kaladin.
Oh, Kaladin. Oh, yeah.
And what's the Aladin?
Aladin, yeah. Adolin, Aladin, yeah. Not Allendale,
and
but
Yumi.
And Yumi, that's 5.
Tress a person?
Tress is a person, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was a place or a person.
Yeah, Tress is a person. We were talking, and she was like, "Where are the women at?" Just because it was like Dalinar, Kaladin, Hoyd, and all that. And I'm like, "Well, there's Yasna and Navani," and she has not been able to remember those names for the life of her. And it was so funny just trying to like describe these names to people who don't read these books. I don't know. I thought it was really funny. Yeah. Well, there's 3 Shallans. That's true. There are 3 Shallans. It's, to be clear, it's 1 Shallan. That's 3 different people. It's 1 person. You got it. Yep, you're all good. 3.5. That was good. 4 if you include the stick. Well, Shallan's not the stick. The stick is the stick. I am a stick. There's Shallan, other Shallan, other Shallan, and other Shallan, who's like emo. Everything is Shallan. Kaladin's also Shallan. All right, next question, or to the leaderboard at least. Boom, boom, boom. Love to see it. Vale in the top, one of the Shallans in the top 5. Next question. What order of Night Radiance has the surges of Abrasion and Division? Abrasion, Division. Abrasion being the slippy and slidey one, and Division being the mean one. Shallan, buy 1 get 2 free. Amen to that. Okay, here's the thing. I don't get a ton of hate comments, but every once in a while I get like a hate comment about like, I hate Shallan. And I'm like, I don't hate Shallan's character. I just don't like the arcs that she goes on. Like I really like Shallan in Way of Kings and Wind and Truth, but I don't. Good work, everyone. Dang, the harder questions need to pull up because y'all are doing really good on this. Correct, that is the Dustbringers. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Top 5 staying the same. Cultist Toby, Doug, Jazz, Vera, and Vale. Love to see it. Amazing, amazing. Sorry for the misclick, Jazz. You're still in the top 5. Yeah, you're good. Shallan has the loudest haters. She's not my favorite. Like, yeah. Shallan as a character, I know some people don't like Shallan as a character. Like, when she like does a witty joke and everyone's like, oh, you're so witty. But I do think that she is an interesting character. Like I said, I really like her in Way of Kings and Wind and Truth. But when it comes to like the journey and arcs she goes on, especially in like Rhythm of War, like she has her whole Thornless thing, I guess. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't like her arcs. But anyway, no offense to Dustbringers. Dustbringers are just evil edge dancers. Shallan's my favorite character ever. No hate to that, like 1000% agreed. I would think it would be Vin because your username's Ascendant Warrior, but I respect her, but she stresses me out. That is the realest thing I've ever heard. Next question, of the following, which came canonically first, like in the timeline? Like if you're looking at a timeline of canonically, is that the word chronologically? I meant chronologically. Chronologically, which came first? What released first? I read canonically, and I'm like, oh, shoot. Sorry, Vera. See, I don't know if I would have known this one, is the thing. I don't know if I would have gotten it, like me personally. Okay. No, I meant which. Correct. That is White Sand. Sorry, Vera. Like, chronologically, White Sand does take place before Elantris. It goes White Sand, Elantris. It was timeline. White Sand is first. Jason, don't call me out. Don't call me out like this right now, Jason. I like specifically researched this question because I was like, yeah, okay, Jason, thank you. Okay, you got me scared for a second. Yeah, I was thinking what chronologically, if you're looking at a timeline, Dragonsteel is obviously first, and then it goes White Sand, and then, yeah, that's my bad. Apologies to everyone in the chat. I will keep an eye out for that. Sorry for everyone. You're all gonna make a comeback. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yes, correct. What Caleb just said: White Sand, Elantris, Era 1, Warbreaker. For like events on a timeline. Next question. Thanks, Trent. What ferrochemical metal stores health? Steel, bronze, gold, or atium? Jason Lundy, darn, you missed the start of this. You are still able to join. It's on the bottom, kahoot.it, and the pin is right there. You could come back and win. You could. We are 8 questions in, but you could come back and win. You never know. Think alloy of law. I'm so locked in right now. Dang! Okay, so everyone in the chat is like, dude, what? That's hard, and freaking out. And I'm surprised that 42 of you got it correct. Dang, yeah, good work. It's so Miles in Alloy of Law is like known for being the gold person, and Wayne too. I guess that's a better example of who uses ferrochemical healing. Miles and Wayne, yeah. All right. Next question, we got Cultist Toby Vale, Edge Dancer. Who is not a member of the Crows song from Trust of the Emerald Sea? Fort, Soleil, William, Ann, and the Dougs. I'll tell you, it's not the Dougs. The Dougs are a collective member. Yeah. The Lord Ruler also stored health. Yep, that's... Remember when he got stabbed through the chest and was like, I'm gonna... You know who. Dougs for life. Dougs unite. Correct. William Ann was... the Crow song is the boat from Tress of the Emerald Sea. Fort is Fort with the sign. Soleil is the... She's the one... She's the cannon master or the driver. I don't remember. She's one of the two. William Ann is from Shadows of Silence in the Forest of Hell. She's Silence's daughter. Yes. Okay, yeah. Soleil's the helmswoman. Threnody reference. Love to see it. I love that it shows you who's right above you on the ranking, like so you can like try to pass people. Absolutely love it. All right, next question. To finish off our first 10, Elantris is a planet, a city, a continent, or a region. Threnodine, whoop whoop. Shadows for Silence in the Forest of Hell is my favorite short story, which you know if you watch the video, but I just love that story so much. It's the only one that got me like emotional. I really liked it. I don't know, I was a huge fan. Trick question, it's a book. I should have put that. That would have been funny. Yeah. Elantris is the friends we made along the way. So true. Elantris really is the friends we made along the way. All right. So next up, we don't have a question. Well, we'll get there. Okay, nice. Little shake up in our top 5. This next one, I thought we'd take a break before we get into the harder questions. I have little breaks between. So I have a poll for us. What's your favorite series in the Cosmere? This is not for points. You will not lose points no matter what you vote. I just thought it would be a fun little thing. I'm a Stormlight guy all the way. Actually, I lied. This is a quiz. If you don't click Stormlight, you will lose points. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Dude, you're making me choose between Stormlight and Mistborn again. Yes, I will. Okay, dang. 72% Stormlight. I agree with that. I absolutely love Stormlight. I think there's so much more. I think it's just the characters. Like, it feels so much more fleshed out because we get a lot of page time. If you didn't notice, Mistborn totally valid. Elantris I don't like, but the one person who voted, Elantris fans rise up. Vera, you were the only person to vote for Elantris. But I'm glad to see your representation. Yeah, Elantris I just don't like. I'm not an Elantris guy. I respect Elantris fans. I'm excited for Elantris 2 and 3, but Mo, that's a good point, Mo. Elantris 2 and 3 would take it for me. Like, I can see winning me back. I just don't like I don't know. It doesn't sit with me right. I'm not a huge fan of the characters. I like Hrathen a lot. No, Vera, don't go, please. Okay, good, JK. Good. I wanted you to leave anyway. Okay. Next question. I didn't think this would start the next question. We got a meta question. So, yep, we're starting in our medium tier difficulty. What book was released in 2011? Have fun. Like, your favorite one, Jason? What? Yeah. I really hope I know. The meta questions are like kind of fun to me. What's crazy about this book is it doesn't feel like it was released in 2011. Like, Alloy of Law, like, I feel like it should be Way of Kings or even Words of Radiance. Like, it does not feel like Alloy of Law, but it is. I Googled it yesterday. But isn't that crazy that Alloy of Law came out like 14 years ago? Like, Alloy of Law is, yep. Cult of Thadakar is correct, at least with Way of Kings. And yep. No, Warbreaker was 2009. Sorry, Cult of Thadakar, you're not correct. Warbreaker is 2009. Way of Kings 2010. Alloy of Law 2011. Words of Radiance 2014. That sounds about right. Yeah, don't make me feel. I know Alloy of Law being because I associate Alloy of Law with like Era 2 Mistborn, which I wonder why I do that. But Lost Metal came out 3 years ago, so it doesn't feel like. Especially when we got all of Era 1 within 3 years, and we're going to get all of Era 3 within 3 years. The fact that Era 2 was over the span of like 12, I guess 11, but still. Yeah, Final Empire came out in 2006. That's crazy. All right, Warbreaker immediately after. Yep, correct, Thadakar. Yeah, it's funny because so Mo gets a lot of hate whenever she posts spoiler things. And it's funny because like I feel bad now that I'm on the content creator, but I was a fan of Mo's channel before creating Cosmere Horizons. And I got something pretty major spoiled for me. I'm not gonna lie. I give her crap about it sometimes.
Did I do that?
No,
Oh.
I'm talking about Mo's Instagram page.
I was talking about when I spoiled something.
No, I have a funny thing what Jay spoiled for me. But no, think about the end of Lost Metal and like basically the last thing that happens in that got spoiled for me. Sorry about that, Mo. Yeah. No, what Jay spoiled for me is I won't go completely into it, but She loved to do this thing where she just flipped through the book and read a line, and it'd be like the randomest line, like the breeze strolls through the wind or something like that, and it would stress me out. And she flipped out Words of Radiance, and she read a line about Kaladin reaching for an object. Not like the very end of the book. I think it was during the duel, like the really cool scene or something like that. I don't know. Apparently he reaches and grabs something that his whole character is, he doesn't want, he didn't refuse one. I mean, I was angry when they spoiled Fight Club for me last month. Yeah, that's funny, Vera. You do have Warwings in your bio. Yeah. All right. Next up question, and then I'm gonna need to go refill on water soon. So we'll take a little intermission. What's the only brand new story in Arcanum Unbounded? So when this book came out, all of these short stories, but one, was already released to the public. Shadows for Silence in the Forest of Hell, Edge Dancer, Sixth of the Dusk, or 11th Metal. In my mind, because I started reading the Cosmere after Arcanum Unbounded came out. So like in my mind, it was all at the same time. I'm wondering how many people read the short stories before Arcanum Unbounded, like in this chat. Did any of you, that release party was fun for that one? Yeah, it was Edge Dancer. 11th Metal came out in 2011. With Alloy of Law, I think. Sixth of the Dusk was already out. It was like 2014-ish. Shadow for Silence was like 2014-ish. Somewhere in there. It's the one. I skip on rereads. Yeah, I would rather read Alloy of Law than Edge Dancer. I 1000% agree with that, Josh. Yeah. Hey, it's all right, XY. It happens. Okay, now... Hey, Jason has made the top 5. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to go refill my water. We're going to take a little ad break just because I'm out of water and I need to go refill. And I will be right back. I don't know if an ad's running now. I don't know if that runs an ad. If not, I'm just going to leave it. I'll be right back. Still don't know if ads are running. It doesn't tell me if an ad's running. Was an ad running during that whole time, or did I literally just walk away? Yeah, I don't exactly know. Yes, there was an ad. Okay, cool. You got one ad. Okay, perfect. I didn't know. It doesn't tell me when it's up, so gotta go work on some stuff. Adios, Vera. It was great to have you on here. Thanks for being in the video. All right, we're going to go on to the next question. Oh, yeah, some people pay for premium. Glad you had fun. Next question. What is not a part of Yumi the Nightmare Painter? I love this book. Hyun, Hijo, Hoid, Hyom.
What? Those were names?
Those were not names. Well, Hoid was the name, but... No. Hyun is... Oh yeah, I did say there will be an announcement that I'll announce. But, oh, you've never read this? Shoot. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I did say on my Instagram story there will be announcements. I got 2 announcements that I'll announce right before the last question. Oh. Sick. Correct. It is Hyun. I'm honestly surprised a good amount of people got that right. Hyun is the purple and blue lines. Hijo are the spirits. Hoid is Hoid. And Hyom is something I made up. I love this world. I love the world of Yumi the Nightmare Painter. Whoever said they hadn't read this, I think ETNM Plays. You got to read this book. So good. So good. Next question. Halfway through. How old is Brandon Sanderson? How old is Brandon Sanderson as of this live stream? As old of Ado Nelson will not get you points, but you are welcome to vote for it. Bro. This is what I just thought would be a fun little question to throw in there. 41, 49, 54. He's a couple years younger than my dad. That's how I know. Props. Yeah, there's a lot of props. There's a Kahoot premium thing where the question can be a slider, and dang, how did so many people get that right? Also, shout out to the two people who did as old as Ado Nelson. This is not a Cosmere question. I know this is the last meta question I got in there. I just was like, I was thinking, this would be a really fun question to put in there. And I hope Brandon's not on the live stream when it happens. Okay, Cult of Thaddeus dropping his birthday. That's insane. Okay. I should touch grass. Yeah. The fact that Brandon Sanderson's birthday off the top. I get it's Kolos Munching Head Day or whatever it's called. But that's funny. Yeah. No way you dropped Brandon Sanderson's birthday in the chat. That's funny. I almost clicked end stream instead of next question. I don't. They're both white buttons. Next question. Which of the following is a dragon we know of and not a vessel? So they do exist in the Cosmere and they're not a vessel. A vessel at some point, I might add. Oh, Wind and Truth spoilers. I mean, yeah, my bad. It's kind of Wind and Truth spoilers, but not really. It's just like, hey, there's a dragon named this somewhere in the Cosmere, which I kind of forgot that happened. Correct. Jason! No! Drat foiled again. Let's see. Did Jason fall out of the top 5? Oh, see, Jason, you're chilling. You're doing good. You're good, Jason. You're in a good spot. What was I gonna say? Oh, 6H23. I see you in the chat. It's funny because I remember the one question I did a while back that was like you and I think Professional Bookworm was username or something like that, and we were like, I was like, wait for Sunday, and you two getting hyped for that question was so funny. And I love to see that you have your little streak going. I keep up on your streak. I love to see it. And the daily trivia questions. Yeah, if y'all, I'm assuming you might all know, but I do daily trivia questions that post on my Instagram feed, or not Instagram feed, YouTube feed, like the community tab. Anyone thinks Medalantorius is hiding on Roshar? I'm not gonna get into Wind and Truth spoilers. But maybe, could be, maybe not. We don't know. Watch my video on the 4th moon. I figured flame was a play on frost. Yes, that's exactly what it was. Next question. How many elementic metals are there? Not including god metals. Okay, this is the question that was supposed to be in the easy section that I said is going to be really late on. And I completely messed that up. So this was like supposed to be the first question of the trivia. It's not a trick question. Me and Red and chilling at the bottom. Charlie, you're gonna come back. Charlie, you're gonna win this thing. I'm calling it right now. I have Dancing Through Life stuck in my head just because of Edge Dancing Through Life in the chat. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That is correct. There are 16 elementic metals. Yes, confirmed in Era 2, but the one that gets me is how many we know at Hero of Ages. Appropriate 16th question. Technically, yeah, if you count the poll question, this was the 16th question. Not intentional at all, but I'm gonna run with it, MacMay. Let's go. Cultist Toby, Reformed Kolos, Edge Dancer, Radiant, and Jason in the top 5. I'm so happy that you're in the top 5, Jason. Who is not a member of the Greater Good? I'm done giving you guys hints. You need to start getting questions wrong. I'm not telling you who the Greater Good are, so if you don't know, but maybe you'll know. Contemplation, compassion, confidence, or companionship. I read it kind of backwards, but that's fine. Yeah. The greater good's fine. I kind of barely remember them. Canticle's answers to the Golden Girls. Amen to that. The Sunlit Man is one of my favorite books. Oh, well, you'll be... Actually, no, I think... I had to pull up, but I can't remember if it's thoughts. Well, we'll get that. It's coming up. Greater good. I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you're ever going to get. Companionship. That is correct. Guys, I should have done harder trivia questions. You are all sweeping the floor with this. Yes, companionship. That is correct. Good work, everyone. RNG. Thanks, Adolin. Do I look like Adolin? Because I get that a weird amount in the chat, and like in my comment section. It makes me really happy. But I just think it's really. I was talking with some creator. I think it was Vera, and she was like, "Why is Adolin on my For You page reviewing Wind and Truth?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't know." Yes. I need like being called being called similar to Adolin is he's my favorite character in the Cosmere. Isn't he just well, you know what, Macame? Hey, that's exactly what I'm going for at this point. No. Yes, you would. Yeah, I know I'd love to be cast as an Adolin and sort of live action thing. But the thing is I'm not Asian, which makes it a little bit harder. I don't think they'd cast me. But Adolin's arc, best arc, 1000%. Adolin has my favorite arc in the entire Stormlight Archive. Anyway, bada bing, bada boom. Ooh! Radiant and Jason moving up. Edge Dancer falling down to 5th, but still top 5. You're chilling. You're doing good. Cultist Toby at a solid lead. Will anybody able to come back? Who is the only member of the 17th Shard we know has left? This is a Wob, I believe. I believe this is a word of Brandon. But one of these people has left the 17th Shard. Demu, Iadel, Galadon, or Maraise. Okay, Mac is fine. I swear, if like 40% of you guys get this right again, I'm leaving. I'm running ads for the rest of the stream and y'all have to watch. I knew this because of Wind and Truth. Is the answer to this in Wind and Truth, or is it a Wob? I know it's a Wob. I don't know if is it mentioned in Wind and Truth? I can't even think about it. Obsessively looking through Wob is finally paying off. This is for you. Yeah, I know for sure it's a Wob. I mean, we can't assume her brother also. Oh, that would be really interesting if her brother was in the 17th Shard. Correct, it was Iadel. No Demu, no Maraise, no Galadon. Yeah, Iadel was in the 17th Shard at some point, left and joined the Ghostbloods. Correct, Maraise said he never left Roshar. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Next. Let's see, any Radiant moving up 2nd place. Kolos in 3rd. Going on to the next question. What is the only end negative magic system we know of? And y'all are done getting hints. Y'all need to start getting questions wrong. Dakor, Void Binding, Blood Sealing, or Hemalurgy. When there's 15 seconds left, I'll tell you what end negative means. Yeah. I don't understand Dakor, and I'm so excited for Elantris 2 and 3. I think that'll be really fun. End negative. So for those of you who don't know, there's end positive, end neutral, and end negative systems in the Cosmere. The best example of end positive is basically there's so many different end positive systems. It's whenever you take like whether it's swallow elementic metals or correct hemalurgy. Dang, what is up, you guys? Y'all are killing this trivia. Whether it's end positives when you like get the power from elsewhere, whether it's swallowing the metals as an Allomancer, absorbing Stormlight as a Night Radiant, and neutral is like Feruchemy, like it comes from yourself. The magic comes from the power within you. And then end negative is the best example, Hemalurgy, where you're like taking it from other people is, yeah. Never heard that word before. Yeah. So, Brandon, where are you at? That's a good question. I'll text Brandon real quick. I don't have his number. Can you imagine if I had his number? That'd be funny. Not to mention Hero Ages epigraph. Correct. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Steve Z back with an answer streak of 3. Boom. Next question. Oh, this is a ranking one. This one's not for points. This is not for points. Where would you rate Tress of the Emerald Sea? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on a scale of 1 to 5, where does it lay for you? I think I'd give it a 4 personally. It's not at that 5 level for me. Yumi is at that 5 level, and Stormlight's at that 5 level. I couldn't change the agree and disagree on the panels. Yeah, that's a really good point. Oh, can I show answers? Hello? Oh, okay, yeah. 47, an average of 4.2. I would agree, actually. I'd give it a 4.2. I feel like that's a very fair rating. Yeah, for me, I really enjoyed Tress. I just finished it last week. It's all right. I liked it as a palate cleanser, but not obsessed. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it, Mo, of not like obsessed with this, but yeah, it's more of a palate cleanser, but it's a nice palate cleanser. Princess Bride-esque. Yeah, it's just purely fun. For me, Hoid really carried it. Hoid was amazing in Tress the Emerald Sea. Hoid was better in Tress the Emerald Sea than he was in Yumi. I just like everything else of Yumi better. But I understand why people love Tress so much. Next. Ooh, okay, cool. Which of these Elantrian names did I make up? Shower, Reno, Rena, and Galeen. Elantrian names are something that's so hard for me to keep track of. Also, we're at 2:22. Perfect. On perfect schedule. Got 4 questions left. I'm going to do my announcement not after this question, but after the question after that. Yeah, I got 2 fun little announcements. But yeah, two for the price of 1. Just like Shalon's 3 for the price of 1. Dang! Even split between Reno and Galeen. Yeah, so Galeen I completely made up. That's from nothing. Sheor is the little girl who's a brat from Elantris. Reno is Rena is from one of the secret projects that we've been talking about a lot. That's who Reno is. There's no way Reno was real. Reno is in Oathbringer. Reno is the light keeper from Oathbringer. Yeah. Which is actually like the guy with the orb that Kaladin goes and visits real quick. Okay. Cool. Next question. Boom. All right, here we go. 23. What is the proper title for a terrace steward? Here we go. Vat, Sir, Royal, and Terry. I would not have known. Literally never used. It's used once in Chapter 9 of Final Empire. And I only know that because that's what it said on the wiki. It's my question. It is. See, I told you I would use that question. I liked it. 6H23 recommended this question. I couldn't think of good like fake answers for this when I was in a time crunch. But anyway, yes, it is Vath. It's in Chapter 9 of Final Empire. 6H23 did recommend this question. That is true. All right, time for my fun little announcement, and I'll be doing post about it too. But for the 50 of you who are on the live stream, I officially, after a lot of people have been asking me to, will be getting a Cosmere Horizons Discord up and running. It's basically up at this point. I couldn't figure out how to get a share link, so I'll make a post about it once this live stream's done, because I couldn't figure out how to put it in the description of the live stream. Because I don't know how to run a Discord server, but I will do my gosh darn best. I'm so excited to have you all part of it. I will be a lot more active on that and posting things on that instead of using my community tab for announcements and stuff. So it's the best place for announcements and all that. And the second announcement is, I'm gonna take a drink of water to roll. Should I roll an ad right now for suspense? I'm gonna do it. For those of you who pay for YouTube Premium, welcome. You're at the Cool Kids Club right now. I'm making Jazz so mad. Was that mean? Was that mean? Premium for the win. Yeah, shout out to y'all who are at the premium. Welcome to the hangout. Ad blocker. Thank God for the stupid button. Anyway, welcome back. Sorry, it's probably a really bad announcement to make after that. But anyway, I am also going to be opening up a Patreon. I feel weird opening up a Patreon with like my subscriber base. There's gonna be one option, $5 a month. Very simple, very low key. But with that, there'll be a private Discord server that's just for patrons, having a voice chat that I'll be on frequently just to talk, hang out, and then you can submit your own trivia questions for trivia questions of the day, and there will be a whole thing that you can